Hello again. Just doing a short video today. I wasn't originally planning on doing this, but I figured not everybody is a confident cook, so this is one for people who are a little bit less than easy in the kitchen. Very simple, very straightforward. We're just going to do a pasta bake. The only difference is we're going to make it a little bit more filling by adding 250 grams of frozen veg and the equivalency of a tin of chopped tomatoes. Obviously there are cheaper variants than that, but as I wasn't planning on doing this for the video, I'm just having to use what I have. All the prices will be listed underneath again, so you can work out how much it costs per portion, and this is a very simple, straightforward one. I've just gone for a tomato and bacon pasta bake sauce. This is not a healthy option. This is solely a cheap, nice, filling meal for the winter. So I've got my tomato and bacon sauce there. Start with my 200 grams of dried pasta, which, as you can probably tell, I've already weighed out. They just go straight in a dish there. Take everything out of the way so you can see. And then on top of that, I've got 250 grams of frozen veg. I'm just going to pour straight over the top. All out there. Brilliant. And then, as per usual, sauce over the top. And before I fill the jar up with water, as it suggests up at the top of the label, instead I'm going to add 1 packet of chopped tomatoes. These are the same size as the tins, and you can get the tins for extremely cheap, so you can substitute that quite easily. That goes over the top. And then the jar gets filled up to the top of the label, give or take, doesn't have to be exact. Lid back on and just get the extra little bit out of it, give it a good shake. There we are, that goes on top. And we'll give that a good mix, just with a spoon. And you need to make sure that all the pasta's covered. That is the most important thing about this. I have considered trying to make this with a tin of beans instead of a tin of tomatoes, just as something a little bit different. I haven't experimented with that yet, but if I do and it is a success, I will post something about it just to let people know what it's like, even if it's just a photo. Right, that's nice and mixed. Everything that needs to be is covered. Now, the oven should have been preheated, but again, as I wasn't planning on recording this, this is just kind of a last minute. So while waiting for that to heat up, what I am going to do is I'm quickly going to run over a few different options for the top, because I think just like that it is very nice. People are big pasta fans, but there is more you can do. Straight away, the obvious one is cheese. 100 grams of cheese over the top, give it that nice little extra layer, that nice little bit of coating. But if you don't want to do that, or if you're vegan for example and you're trying to avoid anything with milk in, so obviously you wouldn't have gone for this and you would have gone for your correct ingredients yourself, you do have the option of using bread. Now, I know that might sound stupid, but if you were to actually blend the bread to make it into breadcrumbs, it toasts really nicely, and then you can actually pick the correct herbs to mix with it to give yourself a nice coating on top. Obviously, this is tomato based, you're looking at more of an Italian style sauce, so you want to use things like oregano, basil, sage, things that are going to meet the meal nice to really marry it all together. And we'll leave it there. Once the oven's heated up, I'll pop it in, we'll come back, I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished, and that'll be it. Nice, simple, short and straightforward. Okay, we're back for a little bit of an update here. It's now been in the oven for about 25 minutes. Now I need to run through, give it another mix, just to make sure everything is in there properly. I've stood it on a wire rack because obviously hot dishes like this will burn the bench. And do not grab a hold of the dish with your bare hands, it is going to be very, very hot. Now, the reason I've come back to it is because I have decided that I'm going to do the breadcrumbs just to make it look that little bit nicer, to make it taste that a little bit nicer. So, off camera, all I've done, I know not everybody has a food processor, so you can't just blitz it and have it done. And I know breadcrumbs are surprisingly expensive compared to bread. So all I've done is I've taken 2 slices of bread, I have used the finer side of a cheese grater, And here is my mix. I've mixed in a little bit, about a teaspoon, a little bit more of basil and oregano in there. I'm just going to carefully sprinkle that over the top. I know it's not perfectly fine, but that's okay. It is a little bit hard to get to the edges, but that's alright. The sauce will actually boil up on the edges anyway, so you won't actually get a perfect coverage there regardless. So there we are, that's after its mix. Added the breadcrumbs, 20 more minutes and we will be done. See you then. Okay, and we are back. Pretty much done now. It's all time to come out, see the finished product. So I'll grab my trusty tea towel so I don't burn my hand. Place that down. Smells absolutely fantastic in my opinion. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the camera across so you can see it from the top and get a good layer as well as the side section that we currently have now. And that will be us done. I've added the breadcrumbs on top. I've worked out roughly the price per portion and it's about 35 to 45 pence. It's really still quite low for a person for a meal. You can add more to it again. You've got anything like bacon, pork, chicken. If you've got it lying around, sausages go really nicely in it. Small price sausages are about £1 for a bag of 20. That's 5 pence per sausage. Not a really large increase in price. And that'll be about it. So we'll bring the camera across first. And we'll have a proper look at that in the light. And you can see it's got that nice browned off top there and all the crunch, and that is the homemade breadcrumb finish, and that is just ready to eat. I hope you've enjoyed the video and I hope this looks as good to you as it does to me. Thanks a lot and I'll see you next time. Bye.